Hey Walleye Wisdom Watchers, this is Gary Speicher reporting from the Quad City Exposition Center down in Rock Island with our good friend Steve Quinn from In-Fisherman. Steve, you just finished up a presentation. We talked a little bit about ice fishing. Thought we might talk a little bit about In-Fish, what's happening with the TV show, the magazine, anything that you'd like to tell our watchers about.
Well, sure. You know, we do a lot of multimedia. We love to meet the fans at the sports show opportunities, and we have the radio that we do. And of course, our annual Walleye Guide, which is, of course, a high point for walleye anglers, along with 6 other vertical publications, you know, starting with the ice fishing guide. And right now, we've just got the panfish guide headed to the printers, and we're underway on a pike muskie guide. So it keeps us real busy through the winter months, but along with it, we're already filming for our 2013 fishing show. The 2012 season we shot really up until about November. We had Saginaw Bay, some beautiful walleye fishing there. And those shows are ongoing right now on Sportsman's Channel. Of course, there's still a little bit of confusion because we used to be on the Outdoor Channel, but switched over to Sportsman's Channel when we were purchased by Intermedia Outdoors.
Okay.
Because they also own the Sportsman's Channel. So that's been a good transition. But they've got a good schedule of shows, and now if they're on at some odd times, you can kind of record them. You know, almost all the cable things, you can just record any show you want and watch it whenever you want, which is really handy.
It sure is. We've got Matt Straw in the background. I think he's doing a presentation on smallmouth bass.
Exactly.
Hey, sure appreciate you taking the time to visit with us, Steve, and have a great year in the publishing business with all the videos and all the TV and all the magazine. Thanks for what you do for all of us walleye anglers.
Well, thanks, Gary, and you have a great season. We'll be looking forward to you on the tournaments trail there.
Thank you very much.
And here at the QCCA today, so great to see you. Great to come out to this sports show here in Rock Island.
Yeah, here we are, Steve. Man, you've been at In-Fisherman, what were you, about 12 years old when you started with the Linder boys?
Well, sometimes you look back and you can't really remember, but according to the books, 1988, I moved up from Georgia to join the In-Fish staff, and it's been quite a ride.
Yeah, I've enjoyed your writing and your knowledge, particularly the technical stuff, Steve, over these many years. What's going on in the world of walleye fishing up in northern Minnesota?
Well, it's been a great winter. You know, the walleye is the king across the north central states there. And in Minnesota, we've had a wonderful walleye season. One of the interesting things that we're seeing is this year, with very little snow on the ice, the fish have remained more active. It used to be we considered February the real doldrums. You know, I think with a lot of snow on the ice, there's not transmission to the plankton level, and the minnows are less active, and the walleye don't feed much. Well, this year we've had just tremendous success. Ice fishing right through, you know, here it is the middle of February. It's been good. North, as long as you got good ice, which we've got plenty of great ice in the Brainerd area. A lot of active fish. Put down the underwater camera. We're watching them, you know, really swim around, and they're hunting. You know, they're seeing a lot of lures by this time of year, so sometimes you got to play around with the presentation side of things, or downsize. Sometimes a little buckshot spoon or something, but they're very good bite this year.
Good. Have you been up to Lake of the Woods at all this year, Steve?
Yes, we were just there 2 weeks ago. We stayed at Arneson's, which is a really neat place way out on by the little reefs there, and just had a really fun time. We caught some beautiful saugers, was one of the things that I was real impressed with this year. They've got some year classes coming on. We had little sauger, but we had them up to about 17.5-inch sauger, which is quite a fish for Lake of the Woods. You know, Mississippi, of course, they can get bigger, and a lot of beautiful walleye. We had some in the protected slot, which starts 19.5 inches to 28. But we had some right under, so we had some really nice fish to take home too. But 29 feet of water right off of the reef, and there they were all day long.
Hey, I appreciate the tips on that, Steve, because I'm going with about 10 other guys up to Arneson's in 2 weeks.
Oh, you're in luck.
So hopefully you left a few behind for our group.
I think so. There's a lot of water up there. There is a lot of water. It is amazing. What a fishery.
Well, this morning here in Rock Island, what have you and Matt been talking about this morning to the folks here at the sports show?
Well, I was talking about some of the triggering effects of lures. With so many lures on the market today, and that's all fine, well, and good, but you really want to consider the fish's perspective. That is, they're underwater, they're hearing in a way that we don't hear. So using the factors of sound, vibration, and color in order to trigger some of these bites, as well as emphasizing a few of the lures that are very versatile and can be worked in different fashions, so that if your fish are a little bit finicky, you can make them move in a subtle way, or you can make them real erratic, and sometimes that's the way to get them.
Well, I appreciate your taking the time to visit with Walleye Wisdom and share some of the knowledge about what's going on the ice fishing up north and the presentations here. Good to catch up to you, Steve.
Well, absolutely, Gary. Nice to see you again, and have a great trip up north.
Thank you very much.